chaos begins. So a few things I have to do right off the bat. I feel it, Falcon. I feel it. Let's see. It's gonna take 2 rifleman kits, to be honest, but I have to, there's a few things I have to do here, actually. Let's see. Officer. I mean, it's not like the kit really matters, but at the same time, I know for a fact we're gonna want to do FATX here with that. Get rid of that. Edit Ace Attributes. No, we're gonna do, yeah, okay. It is 2 Gs, okay. As you can tell, I'm quite smart with all of this. Unit trade. Alright, that's that sorted because that's been pre-done. Hey DJ, how you doing? Yeah, righto, Falcon, you do you. By all means. If you have any custom comp ideas, let me know. Just debating what I want to do now. Do we have any custom boat ones? Because I did want to do a custom boat. I might not. I mean, did we not have the Nimitz? I guess we don't have the Nimitz. We do have these, ooh. I'll keep these in mind, actually. Yeah. Oh, yes, we do. Now, is that all physically one piece? That's my real main question there with that regard. Let's go ahead, delete the parasite emu. What on earth is that water texture? Oh, baby. A Mako rescue boat. What is up with those textures? The heck is a horse? It's a freaking, never mind. Oh, and we do have those. Okay, yeah, I actually have a lot of choices here. Perfect. Because I can just turn this into a weapon platform, to be perfectly honest, because we are going to be using naval stuff. So I don't think I'm going to need an outright ship. But no, these are what I was looking for. All right. Perfect. Let's hope for something like this. Okay. What dumb thing can I put on this thing? I know it's a physical ship. I mean, I can just make that into some sort of even crazier Pay4Pain boss, but I'm just debating now. No, I don't want to do sandbag bunkers. I mean, we could, but then it's too forward facing. I need something with good 360 coverage. I know exactly what I'm doing. And I'm giving it a trophy system, but an active trophy system. T-14 barge, yep. So, I mean, technically I could have it fly, too, if I wanted to, because it has the propellers. Key thing in making it fly is if it has those doggone propellers. Which means instead I would use those other boats. Yeah, because this is a little too big for that, but no, we got this. Yeah, okay. So this will be our water boat. Yeah, this way I can have a cheaper option, and that can be something a little more, like, souped up. All right, perfect. So I need, basically, statics for this. So... I need a cord. They're not going to see it floating right there, so that's fine. Maybe some side SPG-9s? Just trying to debate what else can we put in here. That last round was a stomp out, to be perfectly honest. It was pretty nasty. Okay. Sideways SPGs, and what I'm thinking of something evil like a 23. Yeah, that's pretty evil. You were too icy for 2 seconds. Yeah, I saw someone ran up on you and annihilated you. It was pretty nasty. It's my little pirate boat. No fun allowed in FNF. Yeah, right? It's okay. I think the rounds were good. That third round, though, was just an utter stomp out, to be honest. So we give it a 23mm and a coax 7.62 as the gunner. All right, attributes. I literally just need this thing to go down a river. That's all I need it for. And then maybe if people want to buy it for the opening parts. So this is going to be special states, disable simulation. Save under accessories. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of blank sections. It's the Assault Boat Mark II. Oh, Falcon, by the way, just to let you know how you got on top of that Hainer in round 3 by doing that enhanced movement spam, don't let the admins catch you doing that because that's technically against the rules to do something like that, so just be careful. Just be careful. I know, Falcon, but, you know, some people have been looking for excuses. So I'm just trying to warn you, buddy to buddy, macho to macho. I know 3 people did it last week. Oh, that would be the T-14 on the... I think it just blew up the boat instantly. But that's not the one we're working on right now. Yeah, so it blew up the barge because it's on the ground, but the T-14's fine. Oh, that's funny. All right, so I needed to really work in this river. But we can also have it work on the other rivers too. So let's go ahead, go to our custom comps. Because we rarely get to have boat custom compositions, man. We just have to make sure everything works on it, and then, you know, if it doesn't, then we have to see what works and what doesn't. But it's an easy one, too, because it's only a handful of thatch commands. I love it. It actually has some decent speed to it, too. This is probably going to be a, let's see, 2 SVG9s, 2 cords, and a 23mm. Probably like a $40 custom comp. Because it's also niche. That barge is slightly overloaded. Is it? I do a second 23mm, but it has to look forward to engage something that's going to immediately, like, kill itself. Alright, I want to see it. It's so simple. And then the MG42 guy fires too. Isn't that just so nice? The driver's a little silly. Oh yeah, and then you can RC it. And if you want, you can lower the ramp to allow the cord better access to shoot at stuff. Oh god, my ears. Ow. Oh god. It affects RC. Oh. It hurts. Alright. I'm gonna tab out right there to get a quick image of it, because we're totally adding this. Alright, 1 second. Assault boat Mark II, baby. Alright, let me write this into the document. This was a nice, quick addition. I love it. Alright. Summons a landing craft with 2 cords, a 23mm cannon, and 2 SPG-9AT turrets to down the river and provide AA/anti tree support. I love it. feeling 40 bucks is fair for something like that. And then let me go ahead and get that spare image. Whoops, that was my FTP, which I'm going to have to now constantly close out there. Awesome. It's beautiful. It's honestly beautiful. Oh, and I went through like 50 Discord messages, by the way, and then I finally got through that. But all right, I think this prototype's ready to go. I mean, if I just like infinitely turn you, I don't see any clipping issues. Nothing's exploding. Everything works fine. Perfect. Oh, the SPGs will fire. I'm not worried about. I just need to fire one to make sure it didn't clip. But now we can do. Now we can do the fun thing. What is it? 9K? It's 38. And then the drone is going to be interesting because I don't know where I'm going to put that just yet. It's a battle barge, I know. With neon green turrets. Oh, joyful. Actually, I don't even technically need someone in here to drive it. Because it's gonna be, it's gonna fly. So let's try right here first. Because I gotta fight with the infinite flying upward glitch. It has a script that it attaches vehicles, so that's what it's doing to that right now, but I want to try to bypass that, so we'll do the manual thing right there. I just realized you can mount that on there. That's so funny. I'm not sure if the tanks can fire, though, while they're in that mounted position, though. But yeah, 2 autocannons and a tank gun. I think that's good for a frigate. Okay, no, it's doing Commander Third. Yeah, it's doing Driver Gunner for that one. I think these can all be separate. That should be fine. Yeah, that should be good. Spamming the cat emotes. Ha! Yes, I'll be covering NA. I usually only cover rounds 1 and 2. 3 just gets a little too late for me. Alright, naval simulate. Nope, that's naval damage, naval simulation. And then let's go ahead and save that. Accessories dash February 2022. Pay4Pain. That should be good. Alright, let's test her out. Alright, so, I mean, spawning-wise, nothing blew up, which is a good test to make sure I saved it properly. I mean, this should be an easy one, to be honest. Right now, we're really just going to test what the capability of the flight model of the drone is. That's going to be the hardest part. So I'm going to do that to prevent the drone from falling like that. And re-enable the damage. But then disable on the drone so there's no easy, cheap shots. Let's give it a complicated flight pattern and see what she does. This thing's going to be evasive as hell, though, to be perfectly honest. Now we just need to see her go forward, and that's my one issue. Oh! And the cannons elevate. And it sounds like it's flying over, going over water, which masks the drone's audio. The jank mobile! Yeah, it can turn. Here's the thing, though. If it's going to do a turn, it is an evasive... That thing turns on a dime. Oh. Oh, that's great. That's honestly great. All right, let's throw some helicopters at it. Because I know the autocannons are going to schwack these.
Waiting. Standing by. Standing by. Understood.
Actually, no. Let's do gunships.
Waiting. Ready. Ready. Awaiting orders.
Let's have a firefight. And yeah, just having the drone set to careless, I mean, it's fine in that state regardless. I'm gonna pull him a little bit just so he stops dragging on that guy's tail. The T-14. There's the BMPs getting aggroed. There's the autocannon. Oh! I'm gonna have to replace that with a 23mm then, because that's eating the rockets. I love it. But yeah, that's the shield generator. Oh, but it can use ATGM rounds! I think one of them got through, though. Okay, so I don't know if that's crossfire. I think that might have been crossfire from the BMPs, and they said ceasefire. Okay. All right. So we know the flying works, but I need to change a few things out. I need to change out the 9K38, and I need to only do one of these, because otherwise it's too far forward. So I'll extend the distance there. Because it leans forward, this will always be above that, but it also means that that'll be over that. But it's better than having them parallel. And instead of the 9.3, we'll do the 23 millimeter. On the rooftop. Yeah. Let's try that. Kimchi fried rice? Noise. What madness have you come into? Just God's work. God's simple work. Nothing blew up. I'm gonna go down to a test field real quick. I'm gonna spawn 2. Let's see how they do working together here. So let's see. I'm trying to think. That would be under here. Now, my one fear, and I'll do this with the first test, is the damage that's going to be done to that drone immediately. But it's a simple set of attach commands. And you got to remember, with Arma 3, for making custom comps, less is more, because otherwise they will hit each other on the turrets, so you just want to try to avoid that as best you can. Let's try just enabling. Does that fall kill the drones? Yes, it does, every time. Okay. So we have to set the drone to invincible. Otherwise, it's just going to bork itself, unfortunately. But with the shield generator, it makes up for the weaponry with the fact that it can pretty much survive most types of head-on damage. So the only thing that can kill it is tank snipes or gun runs. So that makes up for its lack of weaponry, but at the same time, I feel like, 3 different weapon systems is a good call for it. Now for this test, I'm going to keep the drone alive. Oh, that's funny. I was also a little worried that it wouldn't go high enough before it leaned forward and it would clip the front plane into the ground, but it doesn't seem to do that, which is great.
J'attends les ordres. J'attends les ordres. En route. Compris.
There's also another weaponry, weapon platform I can use. I have to look into it still, but yeah.
J'attends les ordres. J'attends les ordres. Entendu. En route. Un job, madame. En madame. Ready for orders. Ready. Awaiting orders. Waiting. Standing by. Waiting.
Jesus Christ. Oh, one went down. BMP got hit. That's causing a smoke trail to go out. But the 23mm is still kicking. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't expecting them to survive that. I thought both were going to get taken down pretty quickly because of that. I think the tank went down, which sniped the drone. But, I mean, the simple armament on that was able to take out a lot of stuff. This is going to be like, I'm going to be honest, like 75. Because it's an airborne asset with multiple autocannons. Hey, there we go. So the T-14 got sniped by the one remaining tank. But this is literally a shock and awe weapon. And I'll probably have the drone be permanently alive, but when everything blows up on it, I'll end key it manually, to be perfectly honest. I like it. Pretty happy with that. So let's go ahead and add that puppy to the roster. It flies, and then the T-14 has the built-in shield generator, which is always a boon. So let's go ahead and get a picture of it. And we're calling it the battle barge. Pretty sure an A2 Abrams would handle better than an T-60. What do you mean by that, Wild? Alright, let me get this added to the document. And then go up and add it to the list. Summons a flying barge ship with a T-14, a green BMD-4, a 23mm cannon. Base. The T-14 also has an unlimited use trophy system, making it impervious to rockets and missiles. Yeah, 75, just because if they don't know how to engage this type of asset, it's going to pretty much blow up in their face. One's a modern battle tank, the other one is out of the air unless the tank shares the same stats of armor. No, tanks share different stats ever since Ace added the new damage models for tanks. I don't know what you mean by T-60, though, because we don't have T-60s. If you mean compared to the T-14, the reason I'm using the T-14 is it has a trophy system, which means that no one can AT it. So, what's the most expensive asset? It would be the mystery asset, which I'm not going to show you what it is, but I assure you it's something. It's honest to God. We've only seen it one other time in Arma 3 on this channel. It's $1,000, but it is literally going to kill everything on the server. If you thought Fluffers was deadly, you haven't seen this thing yet. I'm only going to show it in this Pay4Pain. We're never going to see it again afterwards. I can't give you... Well, okay. Falcon, I can give you a picture. No, Falcon, I'm not. No, it's gonna be a surprise because if we don't get it this Pay4Pain, I'm gonna have it as an offering for the next Pay4Pain, at least within TSB, because it's gonna make you all go WTF, and it's gonna start murdering people in droves. I'm not even kidding. It's just a monster. It is an honest-to-God monster. And I can't even... It likes ducks. That's the only hint you get, is it likes ducks. I can't even begin to go, but regardless, what's another custom composition we can make? The heck is this? Oh, it's an Air France division. And it spawned 2 helicopters into each other. Yeah, that's smart. Is it a goose? Yeah, duck, duck, goose. I love it. Bert and Ernie. Rubber ducky, you're the one. No. Okay. I'm trying to think what else in the meantime should we develop. I'm just debating for the moment. Let's start making the, our fun ship. I mean, how much would an Emu Death Squad cost? So here's the thing, Wild. It's all tied to Plinko. So I don't know how many emus you get per Plinko run, but that's, that's where the emus are going to come from, or some freaking Plinko runs. It's going to be great. Gotcha games, exactly, Yasuhiro. All right, let's make the next installment of the War Games. I always type that, too. It's, Why can I never get your name right? All right. I'm going to do something stupid. We're going to do something incredibly stupid that I'm not even sure if this is going to work. It wouldn't because of the... Yeah. Which means we'd have to have a 180. Oh my. Oh, wait. Wait. Front shield generator. I need 223mm. Do I have any OP4 base turrets? What the heck are you? You're an artillery piece. I don't need that if we're doing this, but I'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna probably up the price of this because this is actually... Yeah, the side 23s. She lacks anti-tank capability. And the one fear I'm gonna have is if you bear to target... No, we've done an Mi-26 flight platform in the past. It shouldn't be that much of an issue. Have you ever just stopped to think you've have gone too far, but you just continue going on anyway? Multiple times, Wild. I just let my imagination run rampant, and this is what we get. This is what ends up happening. And you know what? I have no regrets. Never. Ever any regrets. I really don't want to use him because he's notorious for killing my own stuff. I know exactly what we're doing. I don't know why my hand's shaking right now. Oh my god. I'm blanking on what it's called. There you are. It's an N cornet. I always screw that up. My one fear is getting that switched, but I think that should be fine. Do you think God lives up in heaven because he too fears what he's created? I use that line with this all the damn time, to be perfectly honest. I already see a few potential issues with them going to the crossfire on that cargo, but I think we'll be fine. Really, it's just a matter of this thing flies, and then I have some ideas based on the... Oh, actually... Yes. Oh. So in my mind, I'm treating these as like the gun pods from the lats. Because we've already proven that these things will engage anything. And then I want one more for rear security. To be perfectly honest, we can stack like that. The one fear I'm going to have, though, is that getting too far underneath and being detected as a an underneath. So let's actually get rid of that one. And then you got the 223mm cannons. How many attachments is that going to be? A lot. Yeah, let's try it. Go big or go home, right, guys? Sorry, there's a bug. I think the front Rhea sight isn't really needed. That's more for show. Probably replace it with that, to be honest, but I need to test if that's even viable. Oh, this is going to be one hell of a prototype. Okay, attributes. Oh my god. Oh. I wouldn't call myself a genius. I'm just a sadistic, a cruel and angry god. Let's go with that. But not really a god, just some chucklehead. Here we go. Bunch of tanks against this thing would be good. Yeah, I mean, we'll see, because there's a lot of different things I gotta test with it. I gotta go through my checklist here. I have to make sure that it flies properly without doing the infinite upward glitch. Because sometimes it does that when I add extra items like this, so I gotta make sure that the Mi-26 doesn't do it. But, I mean, let's see, this is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 attach commands. So this is going to be like a girthy thing. But then again, that's why it's going to be so expensive. But no, this thing has full AT, AA, and infantry suppression capability. If anything, the infantry suppression is actually kind of the lackluster thing. But then again, those APCs on the side, excuse me, the IFEs can also do that. Oh, man. Armazusin. Well, I know it's the place to be. That's why we keep the sadism just to this stuff. I try not to be mean anywhere else. But, oh my god, that thing just is a freaking monster. Alright, we'll spawn the first one here as a flight test. First thing I'm going to do is group that side to OP4. Now that's also a really special item in itself. Because it is the most overpowered piece of anti-air I've ever seen in Arma 3, and I will show you why soon. Very, very soon. Now, don't be alarmed when you see it rotating like this. That's just the attach command being reset because of all the simulation being disabled. She's not flying infinitely upward. Rotation didn't stay on those other subs. But that might not actually be a problem. Okay, hold on. That's not going to be a problem. I just have to change the rotation here on everything and move things around. So we can just make it a 3 level like this. Oh, yeah, that's actually, yep. No, that's actually going to make it even deadlier. So that means I can have a double here. Oh, my God. Most of you aren't going to know. So this is not a regular VLS system. That is an AA VLS system, and it's a lot worse. I don't need you anymore. I'm keeping you. I'm a little worried about your subsystem. So I'm going to shrink you into the ground a little bit. If anything, actually, no, I'm going to lower you to be right here. To keep you away from the flight model. Then again, it doesn't really matter.
Let's give him a warning.
Hell, if anything, that means I can do this. I can double the subsystem. So it's even more efficient. Oh, God. Now we can do this. So that thing is purely meant to be an AGM platform, by the way. Which means I can then lead with that. Which, that does make it look a little out of place. I'm actually going to put it out like that instead. And she'll be forward leaning. Oh my God. I don't want anything on the rear because... well, I would have those systems, but now it's kind of pointless to have them because of what else can be done in that regard. So tail system will be right here then for rear AT capability. Side pylon for AT can be lined up like this. And if anything, I can put a second one here. Rotate these around. So for those of you that haven't seen these in action yet, basically it's got 4 AGMs, and then the gunner controls the gunner pod, and he can guide them in anywhere against anything. So he will fire them at mainly anti-armor targets, but he'll also fire them at aircraft. So it counts as a short-range air-to-air weapon, which is ridiculous. I was thinking about doing a plane underneath, but I don't really think it's needed because the helicopter, because it has the swivel camera, it's actually going to be more effective than a plane. When we were making this thing, we originally used planes, but we found out that the helicopters were more effective than the planes in terms of guiding ordnance to target. And then we can still do the 23 millimeters. On the side. What I could also do is bigger helicopters. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Collishman. Because that'll give it more ATGMs and more, oh, God. Only for primary pylons, though. Oh, that's so messed up. Alright, I do. So I'm going to do a flight test of this. I'm going to test it out, and then we're going to switch gears to go cover Friday night fights, because I just looked at the time. So how many attached systems is that going to be? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We still shaved off one piece. Oh, but this thing's overpowered. I'm actually scared of this one. I haven't made a War Games in a while that I'm genuinely fearful to deploy against the player base. I'm probably going to buff this to 650 instead of 500. Because normally the War Games is a lot less lightly armored and instead armed with T-14s for shield generation to make it a lot tankier. But this one is genuinely going to be anti-everything. It might even be slightly deadlier than my mystery thing, so I'll have to go buff the damage output on the mystery thing too. Oh my god. I need to find a weakness for this thing, or I guess I'll have to cut out some of its armament somewhere too. Oh, this is nasty. I'll get to that question in a second. I'm sorry, I'm in my own little head right now. What's the best platform to support me monetarily wise? Deuce, I would say the best way is to just directly give on PayPal. But everywhere you put the money, they're gonna take a cut. Patreon takes a cut, Twitch takes a cut, PayPal takes a cut. Everything takes a cut. Unfortunately. But I think the smallest, even then, like everywhere gets me, Deuce. So I would say for the best bang for your buck, if there's anything on Patreon, if you want to actively know what I'm doing week after week, I'd say Patreon. Otherwise, I'd wait for Pay4Pains, you know? Yeah, it is a business, I know, right? But, yeah, everywhere. This is why I like doing Pay4Pains too, because I diversify all my incomes to the point of doing crazy little things like this. I'm going to take it immediately to a test airfield. Oh, yeah, I have not felt scared about an asset in so long. Because this thing has literally everything. And that concerns me. Righto, Deuce, I appreciate it. I've been, I know for Patreon, I've been a little quiet on there, but that's also because I've been releasing a few videos about some assets that we're going to have really soon. but also because I've been really busy with large-scale projects to not give updates. But I'll probably put the draft update for what I'm going to do for a YouTube video soon, because I try to have a monthly update on YouTube, whereas Patreon I try to do weekly. But at the same time, sometimes I get so absorbed in stuff like this that I just don't have time. But I hope when I do streams like these, where I go literally from thing to thing to thing, and I show you guys, like, what's being made and whatnot, like, this is the insanity I go with. It's ridiculous. Oh my god. I'm gonna put her in the air immediately, so I gotta make sure she's heightened a little bit. Yeah. And then she's got full control of the AGMs. Okay. Let me show you why, give me a MiG. Yeah, she's moving fine. She's not having the helicopter flight glitch. I'm waiting for it. I'm honest to God waiting for it. I hope it doesn't break the system by setting its side to change like that. It honestly shouldn't. I could put a T-14 on the rear to cover its anti-air system there as well. Why aren't you firing? There it is. There it is. So it's a VLS system, except it fires AA rockets. And you heard the gunships firing as well. Yeah. Yep. And you already see that these are getting engaged too. Because this thing has range. Yeah, those missiles curve. They are some of the deadliest things I've ever seen. And yes, it fires by itself. It's from FIRAWS. But it only fires at aircraft. So you got the 23s firing. Trying to see, we can get the little bird pylons to fire. They might have to be closer, in all honesty. I know, it's 7:52. The tank just fired. So it's not being too deadly against ground units because it's giving it a very defensive wide berth. The AGMs don't seem to want to lock right now. But it's also, you're considering the range coefficients here. This is only on half the range. That was an AGM. That type of explosion pattern. All right, so... And the tank fires too, though. So it does do AGMs, you just gotta get them closer to be within range. Now, I want to do this just for the hell of it. I had to do a W because of this silly scenario. Oh, it's... Okay.
Standing by. Awaiting orders. Ready for orders.
It's because of that damn AGM system, man. It's honestly one of my favorites. Yeah, so it's missing, the right rocket's missing. We saw some more pylon shots from the sides. Another AGM launch. Yep, that's another one. So if it gets close for those little birds to lock on, then it starts really screwing with things. All right. And yeah, the Hueys did not have any sort of chance, to be honest. Interesting. So there was an angle here. I think the gun hit the other one. So there is still a potential for blue on blue based off of certain angles. But I'm going to constantly keep this moving to minimize that. Another AGM just went out. That really is something. Oh, hey, look, the Hueys are coming back. Yeah, not anymore. It's a smoke screen. Oh my god. We made a monster. We made a monster. Oh my god. All right. I'm going to end the stream. We'll be back in like 10 minutes for Friday Night Fights. I'm just going to get a picture of this and do a write-up, and I'm going to bump its price up to $650 because this is evil. This is actually evil. So thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, and hopefully I'll see you for FNFNA in about 10 minutes.